cheaper than the cider like last year or the year before, can't remember. So on the back of them, don't know, that's the back, all right, just so you know. That is a number that's right on there. That ain't your peg number. That is basically the order that will then do a water crop draw. So as in, you can then come up and pick whatever's left.
Good afternoon, guys. You've joined me today on the YouTube Bloggers Match 2025. This year, we're at Merrington Fishery in Shropshire. Took me 3.5 hours this morning to drive up here from Salisbury. So, yeah, we're here. I'm set up, got the rods out, got the bivvy up, and yeah, we are fishing. So, fingers crossed, we get amongst them. We've done a watercraft draw. Basically, there was a bucket of Freddo chocolates. On the back of each one was a number. That number represented your line in the queue to choose a swim. So I think there's about 14 of us here. I'm not entirely sure how many there are. But anyway, I came out, picked my Freddo bar, number 8. So I'll get the 8th choice. Now, I really fancied the swims down on this bank. If I'd have come out first, I'd have gone swim 11, I think. That would have been the swim I'd have gone for. But I didn't. There's all the swims down this end got taken. Come to me, and there was, there's still some choices. And I sort of fumbled a bit, and I've got in swim number 8, which is a nice corner swim. I remember walking around, looking at it, thinking, there's a little bit of me. You've got a nice margin down here, bit of open water as well. First thing I've done is got the marker out, felt around. On the map, about 11 wraps, it looks like a gravel bar, but I couldn't really find that. Maybe I was not in the right direction, but anyway, I was pulling back. Felt a tap, 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 tap. Put the marker up. So it's 6 foot around it, and it's about 5 foot on top. Well, that feels good. So nice and clean, nice little bump. Put the boat out there with the echo sounder, and it confirmed. So a little bit softer around it, goes up. So it's about 6 foot around it, and it goes up to about 4.5, 5 foot, and then back down. And it's nice and clean. I thought that'd do me. So I've put a bait on there. And I actually use, even though it's only about 6 wraps out, I actually use the bait boat to take the rig out and use me wind-up bait spreader to put a spread of pallet and stuff around, rather than catapulting it and getting, misfiring and getting some fall short. I've done the lazy option. I've cheated. And the right-hand rod is down the margin. There's a nice tree that comes out into the water. And just before that, it's nice and clean. I'm about half a rod length off the tree. Drop the bait there. And yeah, so they're both fishing in what I think are pretty good spots. Like I say, it's nice and clean on the echo sounder, no crud. Bait raise, I've got 2 bottom baits of the Yard and Lookers OG fish on the right-hand rod, and 2 Yard and Lookers of the OG fruit and nut on the middle rod. It's a 2-rod limit on this water. Looks a bit odd on the 3-rod pod, I know, but I'm still using the pod. This ground is rock hard. I've even had to use the mallet to get the pegs in. And even then, I can't even get them in all the way. So, yeah, the ground is rock hard. So, glad I got my pod. Like I say, rods are out. I've seen a couple of fish show just past where I'm fishing. And so there's fish in the area. And I've had a couple of liners on the, I keep wanting to call it the middle rod as it's on the pod, but it's the left-hand rod on the little hump. I've had some nice liners of line, just lifting up, just, twitching. And I really thought it was going to go, but it didn't. But hopefully it means there's fish in the area. Good evening, guys. It's 5:45. Nothing to talk about. Had a few liners over the little bump straight out in front on the left-hand rod. But they've not gone anywhere. A couple of times I thought it was going to happen, but it hasn't. And anyway, I've been having a good chat with Matt and Dave next door. Had a good old giggle. I'll tell you what, these socials, that's what it's all about. Having a laugh with people, they're becoming good mates now. You first meet them, you don't know them from Adam, apart from their YouTube channels. And once you meet them on the bank, cracking bunch of lads. Honestly, we're all just normal people like you guys. So if you see any of us on the bank and you think, shall I go and say hello? Just come up to us. Any of us. I'll speak for everyone here. All great guys. Just come up, say hello, have a chat, tell them you watch their channels, and they'll be as happy as Larry. But anyway, so quiet on the fishing front. I'm not sure if any fish have been out apart from that 10-pounder. That was to Darren. And I'm not too sure exactly where he's fishing, but he's had a fish, so that's good. The cafe had just been delivering some food to some of the anglers, so I think, you know what, it's time for me to cook my dinner. And I've gone for one of my old favourites. I've got a chicken teriyaki from the wasabi range, and you all know I love this. Good quality food, lots of it, and yeah, it's they're all bangers. So I'm very impressed with this range of food. So if you're ever wondering what to have on the bank and you've got a ridge monkey, just stick one of these in there and yeah, put it on nice and low and cook it for a little while, about 5 minutes or so. Absolutely banging. Yeah. And if I didn't have that in the cool box, I'd have been tempted to go for something from the cafe too. It looks really good. I've had a couple of their chips and they are really, really nice. So that's where we are. Going to cook this, have some dinner, and fingers crossed. Oh, I didn't tell you, the middle rod, or the left-hand rod, I keep calling it middle rod because it's in the middle of the pod. I have just reset it because I've had all those liners on there, just in case there's something wrong, not quite laying right. Put it back out there, and exactly the same spot. Bit more bait round it. Fingers crossed, it goes off. Good morning, everyone. It's about 8 o'clock now. It's very quiet, very still. I was woken about 5 o'clock to the tapping of some light drizzle on the bivvy. Had a couple of loops on the right-hand rod. Thought it was going to go. Jumped out the bag. Nothing. Jumped back in. And yeah, and then just before 6 or so on, saw someone spotting out. And I think it might have been Tom, because Tom had a fish just before 6 o'clock. So he's just putting the rods back out. Had a 19-pounder this morning. And I think that is all the action on the lake. I'm not sure, but there's nothing else on the group chat. So yeah, it's very, very quiet, very moody. Yeah, so Tom had that fish. Then the heavens opened. We've had a proper downpour. Yeah, it's been raining, so I've not bothered getting out the bivvy. Just been lying in the bag, like you do, staying nice and cosy. But it is now stopped again. The only water coming down at the moment is coming off this willow next to me. But yeah, it's very quiet, very moody. Now, I've been lying in the bed and I've been watching from my view. I'm looking out across the lake, almost towards the island at the far end, and I've seen a lot of fish showing up there. And I've heard some fish, a lot of fish as well in that direction, but they might be behind the bush that I can't see, but over in the open water. So yeah, there's a lot of activity down that end of the lake in front of me. Very, very quiet. But it's not all about the fishing, is it? We're here to catch up, have a bit of banter, have a few, beers, and yeah, just general catch up. It's good to see the faces. We had a right old laugh next door in Met Swim. It was good to catch up, good to have a few laughs, proper belly laughs as well. So, and I stayed up quite late for me. I left them to it. I thought, right, I'm coming back. Started fishing again. And yeah, that's where we are. It's all very, very quiet. But anyway, I'm going to get back in the bivvy, have a brew. If anything happens, I'll let you know. Okay, guys, so we're in swim 2 with Darren. So, Darren, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Darren the Fishing Nut 73.
Yeah, so that's your channel.
That's my channel, yeah.
What's your occupation?
I'm a plumber.
Yeah?
Yeah, on a good day. Well, part-time plumber, full-time fisherman.
Yeah. In an ideal world.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how old are you, Darren?
52.
Yeah? Youngster?
Yeah. Uphill paper round.
And what area are you from?
Swindon.
Swindon, same as Chris?
Wiltshire. Yeah.
So you and Chris get together a lot, didn't you?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, he's a good friend. Yeah.
Favourite bait?
Munch baits, cream seed.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He's pretty out there quick with that.
Yeah, I've been using it for years. I've had a lot of good fish on it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely.
And do you use pop-ups, bottom baits, or?
Pop-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Favourite rig?
Probably the leg clip. That's what I usually fish, or PVA bags.
Yeah. And what about the hook end? What
I just use normal, just with a kicker.
Yeah.
I
Like
don't.
standard air rig sort
I
of thing.
don't do nothing special, nothing flash.
No,
No, just keep it simple.
keep it
Like
simple.
Me. Yeah.
Old school.
Yeah. It seems to work.
No, it does. Big pit or small lake?
Do you know what? Small lakes. I love big pits. Sometimes they're daunting, aren't they?
Yeah.
You turn up and you're like, my
Where
God,
do
where
I
do
start?
I go?
Yeah.
You spend half a day looking around trying to find the fish, and with a little lake, you just feel that little bit more. Well, I'd fish anything, but small lakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice one. Beer or cider?
Oh, cider.
Bait boat or casting?
Casting obviously good, but bait boats are brilliant, aren't they?
Yeah.
But I still like to cast.
Yeah.
When I can use a bait boat, I'll use one because the presentation's good, the bait's good. They're just a good tool, aren't they?
Yeah, that's it. It takes all
If
the
you
doubt
can
out,
use it,
doesn't
why
it?
not?
Yeah.
You know, I know people say it's cheating and that, but it ain't really. You still got to find the fish. And,
Still got to find the fish, the correct rig on there and the correct bait. It's still the same thing.
You see my cast, I'll end up in the trees. No, I still like to cast because you feel.
Yeah.
Bait boats are definitely, if I can, I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, don't blame you. Okay, mate. Thanks
Brilliant.
for.
No problem at all.
And I'll catch up with you later.
Excellent. 4:30.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
What's your Tom? So you're in swim free.
Swim free.
Yeah. Fellow Parker Baits ambassador.
Yep.
We've met a couple of times before, a few times, yeah.
Socials.
Yeah. And but for the sake of my viewers, do you want to introduce yourself and your channel?
Yeah, absolutely, Steve. So I'm Chugs to Fishing. That's the YouTube channel's name. Like Steve said, I'm fellow Parker Baits ambassador. I think you've been with Parker Baits for quite a while now as well.
Yeah.
So we've been there both quite a while now. I think we've only fished together a handful of times, so it's quite nice to come out with you
Yeah.
on this one. I think we did B1 together last time, didn't
That's
we?
right. In February, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's usually quite an easy-going channel. I mean, I like to have a laugh, a bit of a wind-up.
A little bit of a banter in there.
Steve always has a go at me about my opinion on bait boats. But...
We'll come to that.
Who's catching fish? But it's all good. It's all good fun. But yeah, it's been nice to get out, and actually, it's my first YouTube vlogger.
Yeah,
my
it's
first
good.
time.
Good to see you here, mate. Yeah. It's a good crowd of people, and
It really
you
is,
fit in really well. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah,
And
it's definitely interesting. I said to my viewers actually earlier, I said it's interesting. It's funny. A couple of the people on it, obviously, I've been watching for years, like years ago. Like Chris, like Joe, because they were some of the original starting YouTubers. When you meet them, you just realise they're all quite down to earth as well.
yeah, just normal people.
Normal people,
Yeah.
normal people, and it's lovely. It's all good banter. I think everyone I've met here so far is lovely. And like I say, even though the fishing's been quite slow, we've got a few out now. There's an absolute banger, I think.
Yeah,
Dave's
Dave
had-
had, yeah,
Dave's had an absolute-
33 pounder. It's absolute stonker.
Scaly as well. Like.
Yeah,
But yeah, so it's nice to get down there and actually get on it. It's a lovely fishery. Impressed with
it's
it.
really beautiful, isn't it?
Is this your first time?
First
here
time
as well?
here, yeah. It's stunning looking lake.
It's just clean. I keep saying it. I don't know why. Like, all the swims are clean. They've all
Yeah.
cut out.
Nice paths. I know.
Yeah, you get quite
know.
a lot of water to fish as well. I mean, I've got loads down here.
Yeah, I was just saying when I walked in, it took me about 5 minutes to walk from Darren's swim to here, and he's the next swim down. It's like,
Absolutely. So, yeah, it's been a real good experience so far.
Yeah.
I'm quite looking forward to the social part later.
yeah, no, that should be fun. It's always fun. But what area are you from, Tom?
I'm just over the bridge in Wales. I'm in Mago, it's called. So near Chepstow, Caldicott. I grew up in North London, lived in Bristol for 10 years,
Right.
and then found out the house prices in Bristol aren't the best. They're not the most affordable. So just over the bridge,
Yeah.
20 minutes away from Bristol. Yeah, we got to
Nice.
get a nice place. So fishing around sort of mixture of Wales, but mostly southwest
Yeah,
area.
And we've already touched on bait because I know you're Parker Baits,
Yeah.
but obviously they only have the two baits, which
Yes.
they both cracking ones. Have you got a preference one over the other?
Gonna have to say OG Fish because it's a bit biased because I've only really ever used and done well on the OG Fish. I haven't really given the Fruit and Nut a good try. Fruit and Nut I do use at Shearwater. It just seems to clear up for me
Yeah,
at
yeah.
Shearwater. But most of the time it's OG Fish.
Yeah.
I am gonna try and use the Fruit and Nut a lot more, I think. And funny enough, actually saying that I'm using it now and
Yeah.
using a lot of like the Fruit and Nut crumb.
Yeah.
The flake chops.
Yeah.
That's what they're called, aren't they? Using the chops, put that in with a bit of the house pellet, and obviously I've got some fruit and nut pellet in there as well. Throw it in with the fruity flat spot, and it seems to be it's done the trick.
Yeah, you've had one. Well, not the first fish out, but you had the second fish out. Yeah,
fish.
Nice fish as well.
It was lovely, to be fair. Yeah, it was a lovely fish.
Yeah.
Just under 20, so 19. It was 19 on the nose, and like I said, it was a bit of a surprise.
No, this morning about 6ish, wasn't it?
Yeah, 5:30, and it was basically I think that's when the lake come alive a bit.
Yeah.
So I had my one about 20 minutes later. Jed had a run, and unfortunately he lost his quite soon after. I literally said to him, "Oh, it must be been a turning on anymore," and it was after we had the bit of rain.
Yeah, because I woke up with the drizzle to start with about 5ish.
Yeah,
and I'm like watching out, looking out, and then I saw a spot. Was it you spotting?
Yeah, that was me.
That after you had the fish?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Topped it up with a bit of bait,
I thought that would be what was happening. I saw the spot going out, and I thought,
what idiots bombing at this time of the morning?
I thought he must have had a fish.
Yeah. I would not be up.
And then I saw it on the group chat. I thought, that's the spot. That was spotting there. Yeah.
No, it's mine because you'll see it hitting different points.
I looked pretty good from where I was. But I was looking through bushes.
Yeah. It's like, you must have slowed that one down. No.
But yeah. No, nice one. What about rigs? What rigs do you like to use?
Rigs, to be honest, I always say it's my, I call them the Pickering rigs, but they're actually just Ronnie rigs.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got Ronnies on both, but I'm using, because I know it's quite a soft bottom. There's not really many features out in front of me. I mean, you said you found some gravel spots by you, but out in front of me, there's not much. It's all silt, and you've got little patches of harder and softer silt. So I'm fishing on a bit of harder silt at the moment. I think a pop up, because and with Ronnies, I think they just sit quite well on anything.
Yeah,
they literally do. So light bit of tungsten underneath the actual rig itself, so it lets the hook. So I always know that hook bait's going to be sat just above the silt, and it's worked. It's done the job. Pink OG fish pop-ups. I did get a tip. Someone messaged me saying Pink's been doing really well on here.
So did you?
Yeah, that's why. I did have pink and yellow on.
Inside info.
Yeah, I did have pink and yellow on, so now I put both on pink.
I wonder what I'll be doing later.
Great, pink. Get them on the pink too.
And what sort of lead setup do you use?
Lead clip. So literally normal lead clip setup. I have 4-ounce leads on there with just distance leads on. I always fish distance leads pretty much. Unless I'm on a big slope or something like that, I'll put a flat pair.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's simple distance leads.
Cool. Big pit or lake? Small lake?
Oh, see, now if you asked me 5 years ago, I'd say small lakes. But I know it sounds bad, but I'm getting into this.
You like the long distance casting?
Since I've learned how to cast a bit better, I'm enjoying. I enjoy spomming.
Yeah, and like I said, we communicate on social media and stuff, and I see you're always trying to attain further and further distances, and you're putting a lot of effort in.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's part of me. It's I don't know.
You're spending some money as well.
A little bit, yeah. I've upgraded. I've got 13-foot rods now. It's we've got the social next week on B2 with Parker Baits, so the 13 rods are coming back out. I need to upgrade for the bigger pits a 13-foot spom rod because I've had a goes on them. I had a go with Sam Newman's at St John's, and everyone knew that I was like, let everyone know, it's like, right, I'm going to whack this as far as I can. It's just a spom.
Yeah.
And everyone's going, all right, it's fine. And it makes such a difference if you want to fish 30 plus wraps and spom accurately, having a 13 foot.
There's no point having 30 foot rods, there's just spom rods.
But this is the other thing, it's like how many lakes you fish, but you actually get to do that. It's not many. Yeah. So I still have the 12 foot set up for majority of my fishing. But I am starting to enjoy just giving it a whack. And when you catch them at range, it just feels it's even more adrenaline, I find. Yeah. But I will say that I find the smaller lakes harder. I find
the fish are trickier, aren't they?
100%.
They're so much more clued up.
100%. They're more clued up. You have to think. They're more riggy. It's just you have to be more stealthy. You have to think about what you're doing. It's probably less spomming and more catapult work.
Yeah, I find on smaller lakes, like when it's really intimate. Yeah, you don't put a lot of bait in.
No,
an handful of bait.
Literally, fish for a bite at a time.
Yeah,
and I do like that fishing because it reminds me. It's what I did that loads when I was a kid. But yeah, and it's the lakes we have it's a heavy. It's not a heavy stockfish, low stock, but with big fish. Small lake, it's just a combination for a real tough lake.
Yeah,
which is weird because you think how did they get so big in the first place? But yeah, it's I'm enjoying the big pits at the moment, so I probably would have to say big pits.
Fair enough, mate. Beer or cider?
Do you know what? I'm gonna say cider. That's cider yesterday. West Country, West Country. And it's only since I've moved to them. If I was still in London, I would have said beer.
Really?
Because the cider over here is nice. I've had a lot of the
Yeah, yeah.
It's the flat stuff.
Yeah.
Like the half pint.
Proper cider, yeah.
8% stuff.
Yeah, yeah. You're just getting a cider zone.
Yeah, so it's literally on the border of being like
Yeah.
apple wine.
You just sit there like in a stupor. Just like,
Hangovers are bad. Cider hangovers are not the one. I'll tell you that.
Here's one for you.
Go on in.
Bait boats or casting.
Well, I wonder what that would be, Steve. Oh, I wonder what that could be. 100% always casting for me.
Yeah.
I think it's because I don't know. I think it's because I've 100%. I know there's a place for bait boats. There's a few anglers I've fished with who, and I know a lot of some of my disabled mates, like who are anglers. I can totally get why they use a bait boat because they obviously can't actually functionally cast.
And I know Joe's using one this weekend because he's got tennis elbow at the moment.
That. Yeah, I said, how do you get that?
Yeah.
He thinks it's from hauling. I was like, don't use it. So a man who does no gym, no manual labour, you're always injured. Your back, your elbow. It's just fishing, mate.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I know that's Joe's excuse for this one. I think
you know what though? I used to be like you.
Yeah.
If you'd have said to me 10 years ago, what do you think of bait boats? I'd have been ranting.
Yeah.
No, cheating, don't need a bait boat. And it's
I can get it. I do get it. I 100% get the appeal of them. And especially with carp anglers, we're all like it. Boys
like
and our
gadgets.
toys. Yes.
Yeah.
Gadgets.
It's another gadget to play with, yeah.
Depth, GPS on this.
Yeah.
It's like, bloody hell. I do get it, but I don't know. I think this is the way I've been, everything I've done in my life. I don't know if it's the gym. I don't know if it's all the sports I've played. I think it's something in my head. It's like, always look for the harder route. And there's no doubt, taking the time to learn how to cast at range is the harder.
I wouldn't recommend a newcomer to the sport to go and buy a bait boat.
Yeah.
You've got to do the casting.
Almost earn your colours first, you know what I mean? Like,
through the apprenticeship.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think I see quite a lot of youngsters now. I mean, you fish coking a lot. You do see it with just bait boats. And a lot of the time I'm like, it's only small water. Like, you can underarm a lot of it.
Yeah.
And that's a good question actually for you. Do you think, because my syndicate's very bait boat dominated, I'm probably one of the last anglers on there, 1 out of 2 that's still spot 'em. Do you think that if everyone bait boats on the lake, it actually changes
the behaviour of the fish?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I wonder what it is. Do you reckon it's the amount of bait going in?
I think because it's easy to put a lot of bait in.
Big bait dumps everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's harder to get because then I think you actually are technically, you almost have to fish for a bite more.
Yeah, it used to be an edge. It used to be a big edge.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember years ago I fished Broadlands in Southampton.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing a bait boat for the first time on the lake, and the guy was going out over to the island, literally under the trees, dropping it.
Yeah.
Putting the rod on the rest, and then it was going off almost immediately. And and it's drive.
Yeah. And you see that, and you're fishing, and you'll be working your tits off.
Yeah. And it's frustrating. But I still under my breath think it's cheating. Yeah. But that's an example of the edge that it had. It was an edge, but now everyone's got one. That edge is disappearing.
Yeah.
And I think the fish are rising up to big
beds of bait.
Big beds of bait. And it's not even spread.
Yeah, I think you're right. Because I think they leave it there as well. I think the fish will leave those big beds of bait for about 3 or 4 days, and then they'll start pecking away at it.
Because I think if you're coking, it's 4 foot deep, 4 foot, 5 foot deep.
Yeah.
If it's coming out of a bait boat like that, it's not even going to spread up like a couple of feet.
No, that's literally mounds.
It's a mound of bait at the bottom.
What can you get in a bait boat? Is it about how many kilos do you reckon you get in a bait boat?
My one, I'll get 3 kilos in there.
3 kilos. Do you know what? I had the Amazon gear out at Long Lake at coking. You're like this. I spommed, and I'm not joking, probably about 7 kilos of bait out before I even put any rods out.
Yeah.
It's probably about an hour.
Yeah.
Maybe about an hour of spomming.
Yeah.
Oh, mate. And it was only 11 wraps, but I was knackered by the end of it. And I was like, I was sweating. And I did do well. I did really well that session. But then there was these guys opposite who come. Bait boat out to the corner, dropped, and they got about the same amount of fish, but I knew they were chilled, they had beers.
Yeah.
And I was going, and like you say, that like frustration, like there's just I don't know. Maybe, but then I was happy if I hadn't have caught them and seen them do that. I would have been raging.
Yeah.
But that's my own choice. It's my own choice. I know it's my own come up.
But coming on to the age, I've got one of the bait boats, the spreaders.
Oh yeah, is that the ones that
spins
little
round?
spin thing?
Yeah. So it spins round and throws the bait, and it really flicks it out quite a distance. Because I prefer, I spread. I used to throwing stick, but I've got a bad shoulder now, so I can't use a throwing stick anymore. but I used to like putting a throwing stick and just having like, you know, half a tennis court around the baits.
Yeah, yeah.
And fishing like
that's
that.
how I started. And a lot of lakes, smaller lakes I fished, that's how you get the bites.
Yeah.
10 free baits around your hook bait with a little mesh bag on. And I would always do it because the fish are travelling, picking up, aren't they? Pick one there, one there.
And they're less inclined to just sit on the spot.
Yeah, yeah.
And play with it.
I find we've only really, well, I say that, I've just done the same technique here. But big pits is normally where you can get away with a big mound of bait, tight, 3 rods tight on the spot, really.
Definitely,
is that style.
That is it.
That's what it is, isn't it? Like the smaller lakes, to be honest, like this. I know I haven't done it, but I found that if you did the freebies, throwing them around, like I said, that's what does the most bites. A load of my old syndicates were like that. And that's what I got taught. They said, just, if you've got a French stick, use that with catapult. Same thing. 10 free baits, get the fish so they pick up, so they're picking up, moving, they're swimming around. They'll come across a little mesh bag with 4 baits on it for you. And then there's always, without doubt,
they pick up and they're already swimming off to get the next one, and that's when you hook them because they're already moving. Yeah,
absolutely. Absolutely. I don't see many people doing that anymore. It's actually quite refreshing when I see people actually with a stick out go.
Yeah, I'll get quite jealous because I can't do it anymore. But yeah, it's a good method.
Yeah, it's good to be down here, Steve, mate. Yeah, it's good
to see you on here.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have a few more. Hopefully,
yeah. It's nice to get a few buzzers going, wasn't it?
100%, mate. 100%.
Yeah, hopefully over in that corner over there.
I reckon, mate. I was in your corner, mate. I saw when we first saw that. Me and Joe were going. I like the look of this one.
Yeah, they were there yesterday.
Yeah,
they were there yesterday.
100%.
I don't know if it's like an afternoon swim.
Of course, and of course the wind. So much of the weather's changed. The wind's changed direction about 3 times since it's been here. The rain this morning.
Yeah.
Who knows where they're going to go and where they're going to push to? But yeah.
Okay, plugging away.
Nice one.
Cheers, Tom. Good to see you, mate.
Good to see you.
Okay, so we're in swim forward with Shaun. So Shaun, for my viewers, could you introduce yourself and your channel?
Yeah, so I run the Fishing Bloggers as along with Hugh as well, and I'm Shaun. Hugh's next door in Swim 5.
Yeah, so I've already spoken to you next door, and I've explained that you guys organise this event each year.
Well, Hugh does really.
Yeah,
I just let him do it. I do all the channel stuff and that, and he kind of sorts all the social.
No, he does a good job as well. So do you mind if I ask how old you are?
39.
39, and what area are you obviously?
Bristol.
Bristol, yeah.
Bristol, yeah.
Like you next door, you with ProLogic and DNA?
I'm with them, I am with ProLogic at the moment, yeah. We've been with them for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years maybe, I think.
Yeah.
And with DNA, DNA has supported us for quite a while. They've been really good. Supply all the bait and that. So.
Yeah, and out of the DNA range, what's your favourite?
Probably in between sort of S7 and Bug. I use them 50-50, so I tend to use like a 50-50 mix. So I don't really have a preference over either or.
Gives you both,
yeah.
So
I've got a lot of confidence in both, but I tend to like using them together. But I mean, all the baits are good, but that's kind of what I've used the most. So,
nice, yeah. And what rigs do you like?
I'm a massive solid bag fan. I love using a solid bag. Definitely, probably my confident sort of tactic. If I'm using. Like today, I'm using a combi rig. Not something I've used a lot recently. Some I've started playing around with because of some of the venues I'm likely to fish soon. So I've been trying to sort of get used to it again. But I kind of just suit a rig to the situation really.
Yeah, so, best way. Yeah. And the same with a lead system.
I love a lead clip.
Yeah.
Just because it's diverse. You can use a zig on it. You can use a pop-up rig, bottom bait on it.
And they're easy.
It's very diverse. You can use the lead if you need to. I have started using them running, which is something I haven't done a lot, but I've started to do that a bit more recently, mainly because Hugh does it.
Yeah, is that crimping down the eye on the swivel, is it? And then...
Well, I've actually started. Today I'm using the Fox ones, which have like set up to be running.
Yeah.
And I kind of like the idea that you've got that resistance initially. They shake the red.
Yeah.
It comes free, then they can't sort of get rid of it. They use. I think a lot of people know nowadays they tend to use the lead to get rid of it. So it's a good way of trying to counter that, I think.
Yeah.
So, but I've been using them today. Not that it's made any difference. But...
And big pit or small lake?
Oh, I don't know really. I haven't really got a preference.
No, because on your channel you do everything, don't you? From canals to ponds.
I don't mind if it's a huge monstrous bit of water or a tiny little pond. I literally just if there's fish there worth catching, I'll have a go. I think it's more the situation and the environment that I like as opposed to the venue.
Yeah.
I very much like more wild raw kind of places.
Yeah.
Like day tickets, I've kind of moved on a bit from that now. I do sort of think it's all a bit busy and a bit much really for me nowadays.
Yeah.
I prefer like natural venues.
Getting away from it all.
Getting away from it a bit more, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
that's kind of what my preference is now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beer or cider?
Cider.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, ale, really. I do
All
like
right.
an ale.
Yeah.
But out of like I'm not a lager fan, hate lager. Really not a fan of it. But yeah, I'm from Bristol, you know, southwest. We love
So it's
cider.
in your blood, yeah.
So, yeah. But I do like an ale, yeah.
Bait boat or casting?
Casting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really hate bait boats. I get why people use them, and to be fair, I've probably owned three of them, but I just don't like them. I just find it a hassle. It's just too much faffing around, and I've never really found they benefit my fishing. Like, I think the only time they benefit is actually pike fishing when I've been fishing at range.
Yeah.
On places like Cheddar Reservoir,
Yeah,
where
you
you
just
can't
won't be,
cast a dead bait a long way.
Nah.
But other than that, I don't really like them. I think there's just too much mucking about for me. I like the feel of casting as well. I like to feel the cast.
Yeah. That's fair enough.
But not that I've got an issue with them. You know,
No.
I think they're a good asset in the certain situations. But yeah.
Yeah. Nice one. Thanks, mate.
No worries.
And I'll see you later.
Hopefully, have you had anything?
Nothing.
No. Well,
Liners.
hopefully, we'll change that by tomorrow. So. Keep them
Fingers
crossed.
crossed, yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people are keeping them crossed at the moment.
They are, yeah.
But yeah,
It's tough.
but there's
Nice venue.
few people are having action.
Yeah, there's a few
So,
getting caught, so
yeah.
hopefully it turns around a bit.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Nice one. Thanks, mate.
Hi, I'm Hugh from the Fishing Bloggers. My favourite bait is DNA S7. My favourite rig is a Ronnie. I prefer big pits over small lakes. And I sound nothing like this in real life.
Okay, guys, we're in swim 6. Now, I'm sure a lot of you watching this video will know this character already. Joe, would you like to introduce yourself and your channel?
Myself, it's Nothing But Fishing. My name is Joseph Hawthorne, and this is Peg 6, as you
Peg 6, yeah.
It's not my first choice, and it was no one's first choice.
You lost that day out, wasn't it?
And this is where my lot is, so
no problem.
it's been slow, but always a chance when the rods are in.
Yeah, there's been a couple of fish out and a few lost, so
Mhm.
who knows. But Joe, mind if I ask how old you are?
31.
And you're a full-time vlogger now, aren't you?
I am, yeah. This is
your job?
yeah. I think just over a year I've been doing it full time.
Yeah.
Fishing. Obviously, before then I was Carpology magazine. I've had this channel since 2009, but it went on the back burner. For the last just over a year, I've been full time with this channel.
And you've really put some effort in, and it's really, it's
I had no choice.
doing
It's
well.
gotta work.
Yeah, got to live.
Yeah.
And you got any sponsorships at the moment? You,
With a few different companies, yeah. So I'm Mainline, Ripton. I do some bits of catch and things like that.
and the terrain as well, isn't it?
And terrain, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
The clothing. So
Yeah.
the fishing hoodie is through terrain as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so lots of different bits and pieces.
Yeah.
That all helps.
Yeah, no, definitely. Bait-wise, obviously, mainline you mentioned. What bait would you go for out of their range?
It's got to be Sal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sal was pretty much with me everywhere I go. But I do like to mix. So with me today, I've got the Ice Fish as well. I've got like a fishy one and a sweet one, just in case they want one or the other.
Yeah.
And it gives you a bit of different colour, scent, and things like that. So not that it's working on this trip, but
No, exactly. No, there's a lot of anglers on here, and a lot of us are struggling. What about rigs? What's your favourite rig? What's your go-to?
If it's clear bottom like it is where I am now, it's the little 5.5-inch Gemini tidy booms.
Yep.
With a supple braided D loop.
Oh wow.
Racing pigeons. And so just there's a really nice supple D loop on the shank of the hook, and it's just great for pop-ups, bottom baits, wafters, whatever you want. It works. For this sort of lake bed, it just presents nicely as well. Resets. The amount of roach in here, if they're moving the rig around, I know it's sitting pretty most of the time.
And on lead end, what do you normally go for? Is it a lead clip or?
Yeah, running lead clip. So I have it so the friction of the swivel is what gives you the bolt effect.
Yeah.
Shake the head, it pulls out the swivel, and then it's running on the line.
Do you crimp it to?
If the swivel's a bit tight, yeah.
Yeah, you just flatten the. Yeah.
We just put part of the swivel in.
Yeah.
I find that the hook slant ratio since doing that has gone up because they just don't seem to know how to work out what to do with the lead. Cause it's on there, but it's no good point. They just shake their heads. So that's my go-to pretty much everywhere I can. That's what I'll use.
Cool. Big pits or small lakes?
Small lakes.
Yeah.
Just because that's what I've grown up. That's what I'm used to in my comfort zone. And yeah, anything further afield, I just feel like my confidence drops the further I'm fishing.
Yeah. I think I'm like you. The bigger the lake, the less confident I
Yeah.
feel. Beer or cider?
Cider.
I knew you were going to say that. I'm surprised you're not sponsored by Thatchers at this stage.
I used to get them in most videos, but they never contacted me.
No. Bait boat or casting?
Normally casting, but as you can see, I'm a bit
Yeah.
random stuff. My elbow is giving me a bit of grief, so I am using a bait boat on this
Mhm.
session. I'm not one of those that has an issue with people using them. I think
Yeah.
you do you.
It's
you
a tool,
enjoy
isn't it?
fishing.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, cast if I can, but today in this session, I'm heavily using the bait boat.
Looking after yourself.
Yes.
Don't blame you. Nice one. Thanks, Joe.
No problem.
And we'll catch up. Oh, sorry. We'll catch up at the social. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Okay, guys. So we're in swim 7, and you join me with Henry here and Dean. So, Dean, for my viewers, I'm sure a lot of them already know who you are, but could you introduce yourself and your channel for us?
Yeah, so Dean Watson, and my channel is always carp fishing. I sort of go out, I'm out every week to be fair, and sort of upload every couple of weeks sort of thing. So everything from in between the trials, the blanks, and everything else in between, as we all know about that, mate. You know,
Yeah.
it's always nice to get a good film, but
The
unfortunately,
blanks are realistic, yeah. And I think anyone who doesn't show the blanks is just falsifying what reality is. You know, it's
absolutely.
You know, I like my viewers to know that they're not on their own.
It's real.
Yeah.
It happens more often than not. And
Yeah.
it's as much as we're all like, don't get me wrong, I'm the same. I love watching the latest Fox film or the quarter film, and they always smash it up. But behind the scenes, there's a lot of pain and stuff that doesn't happen all the time. And you don't get to see that. But the beauty of, if you like, YouTube, real people who do stuff, it's a caption of what really goes on.
Yeah.
Blanks happen
Definitely.
more often than not, don't they? Yeah.
The reality is, you will go through periods where you're not catching anything at all.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it bakes your head. And half the time, you're doing absolutely nothing wrong.
Yeah.
And it's just fishing, you know, and that's it. It's just sometimes sometimes it comes right and you have those red letter days.
Yeah.
You've got
to make the most of those days, haven't you?
That's it. And you've got to have the lows to appreciate the highs, haven't you? And that's fishing, you know, and that's why it keeps us coming back for more, doesn't it?
And do you mind if I ask how old you are?
Yeah, I am 45 now. Just turned 45, a few weeks ago. So, yeah, that needs to slow down a little bit.
And your occupation?
Occupation, what would you call it? I work for Fox.
Yeah.
So I sort of look after the syndicate, which is their online community on Facebook. I say, guys, if you're not a member, get over to Facebook, become a member of the syndicate. You get to have the ups on what's coming out with Fox before the general public does.
Yeah. I'm on it.
Oh, you know, it's good. We've got loads of stuff. All the team posts on there. We'll get stuff from Harry Charrington and pictures and Mozza. He's always on there.
And you get
as
a few exclusives as well, didn't you?
Yeah,
competitions and what have you.
Yeah, there's comps to be done. So yeah, it's a really good community. It's growing. So effectively, I look after that. And then I'm out sort of every week fishing and filming and doing my own blogs and videos and all the rest of it. So a privilege to be part of the trade, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there'll be a lot of envious people watching this at the moment.
Do you know what I said? That it sounds like the perfect dream job, but like any job, you have your days where you just like motivations on its arse, whatever. Don't get me wrong, I am very privileged to do what I do, but at the same time, it's a job. It's not the, like I say, I suppose when you think about going fishing, it's what everyone. I used to have, like, if you said a normal job. And when you're not, you're thinking about fishing and go in, can't wait to go do this, do that. But when you're submerged in it 24 hours a day, every week, you then want to go and just do normal things. Where, you know, and stuff like that.
No, fair enough. It makes sense.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong, very privileged to do what I do. And it's great being on the bank this weekend with you guys.
Yeah, no, it's good. And it's your first time on the socials.
First time on the social, mate.
Hopefully, we'll see you again.
Yeah, definitely. I've had a blast. And we're all reeling in, right, and we're going for a bit of food and stuff. So yeah, it'd be cool to.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Good group of people.
Mm.
And what bait do you use? What's your favourite bait?
I'm on DNA now. Been with DNA for about. So I used to run my own tackle shop years ago. I own Total Angling, which was based up in Shrewsbury in Shropshire. I sold that about 18 months ago, and then went to work for Fox sort of thing. So over the 20 years I had the shop, I literally couldn't help myself. I was a bit of Nutribaits, Richworth, Mainline.
Try
everything you just do because you can't help it. Every time you got a delivery, you was just like met with all these goodies. I'll give that a go this weekend. But now I'm doing it sort of full time, I suppose. I'm with DNA. I've been on the bug now for probably 18 months, and yeah, it's
nice to get into, to get a bait you're confident in. I mean, I'm with Parker baits, but any bait, I used to use neutral baits, but if you're confident in your bait you're not having to go through that chopping and changing, and your head gets in a mess, doesn't it, when you start doing that?
It's one part of the puzzle or jigsaw I don't want to think about. Do you know what I mean? So I've always said, like when I had the shop, that was a big question. What bait should I use? And I was like, pick a brand that's reputable. It's got a good sort of CV of catching lots of fish over the years. There's no room to hide anymore. If you've got a bad bait, you get found out pretty quickly. The quality of bait out there now from most brands is right up there. Parker's a prime example. Great bait company, good guys behind it, a good portfolio with lots of fish. And it's the same for whether you're using mainline or CC4 or DNA. They're competing with each other, so the level of quality is there all the time.
And it goes back to that what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, you may go out with yourself and mainline, which is a cracking bait. It's caught thousands of fish. Still continue to do so. But there will be days when you go out of it and you're not going to catch, and you're not going to then go, I'm going to change my bait.
No,
it's not.
Worst thing you can do.
No, just stick with whatever you're using. Just stick with it.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
If you've caught fish, you will catch them again. It's just on. It's sometimes just on. It's just like sometimes I think too much about what's going on out in the pond, and it can literally bubble your head. And it could be the simple fact is you've got the best bait in the world, and it's out there, and they're munching it, and your rig is just sitting not quite right.
Yeah, it might be like stuck under a leaf,
and that's it. It's the smallest of minimal things that it doesn't happen for, and you go away going, "Oh, is it the bait?" 9 times out of 10, it's never the bait.
No.
It's just a bit of bad luck that your rig hasn't presented.
If it was 2 inches that way, it might have gone.
Yeah, that's it, and that's all it is. It's the little fine lines in fishing that equal red letter days or none, and there's like a billion and one factors, isn't there? The weather fronts, the pressures, there's everything that rolls into it. But for me, like I say, going back to the bait thing, it's one part of the jigsaw I don't want to think about. It's just
I'm likewise.
It's up to me then to put it in the right place. And present it how I should.
And like I say, one less thing to think about. You've got enough to think about when you turn up at the lake. Where am I going to fish? Where to fish? What rig am I going to use? Etc. So, talking of rigs, what's your go-to rig?
Do you know what? I'm in this last week, probably 2 weeks. I've gone full circle again. I've messed around with rigs as we all do. And over the years, you sort of come down to I've got a pop-up rig and a bottom bait rig, and that's it. So my pop-ups, people say, "Oh, you're a sheep." It's not. The Ronnie just works. Everywhere I've gone, it works. It presents right. Every test I've done, you look at all the anglers out there using it. It's just a rig again. If I put it in the right place, I know.
You haven't got to worry about it.
And bottom, mate, I've gone full circle back to what I was using 20 years ago, and it is literally now. We've got a new hook link coming out from Fox, and I've been messing around with it. And I haven't used stripple or hook links for years. I've always been on like fluorocarbons. But I've got this new stuff now, and I'm like, it takes me back to when I used to use the old Christon and like the ESP strip tees and all that way back when, and I've started using it this last sort of month, I suppose, and I'm catching again, and I'm like, I mean, it's the old school stuff works just as good as the new Fandango stuff. It really does.
I mean, it worked. I mean, I think back in the day, the rigs were effective. The only thing back in the day, tangling and stuff.
That's it. No, without a doubt.
But they definitely work.
I'm on this right now. I'm using a coated braid, stripped back, a little tiny bit stripped back by the blowback style on a hair. That's it.
Perfect. That's the job.
And it's just like, even I was saying, I was trying to get older because I haven't used boilie stops for years. It's always been bait floss and blocked, and I've done that for a long time. But all of a sudden, I'm back using boilie stops again, and I'm like, it takes me back to when I first started, and it just proves, if the method works, it works now, and it'll work in 20 years'
definitely.
time.
But, big pits or small lakes?
I like both. I'm fishing. I've got one at the moment. I'm fishing a place called Mary's in the Nene Valley, which is 55 acres, massive windswept pit. You get proper white water coming on there, and there's 50 pounders running around in there, and it's a challenge, and I like that. But again, like today, I've come here and I'm fishing down the margins, and I'm sneaking little rods out in between little bushes.
I've seen you because I'm obviously over there. So.
I like that intricate fishing as well. So I like mixing it up. I like all styles of fishing. Like I say, I think when you do a long stint on a big windswept pit, it's nice to come back to these small intimate waters again, where you're literally flicking under bushes and stuff.
Well, it's not a small water, this though, is it? It's
no.
a medium size, as I said.
Yeah, it's medium, but it seems close.
It's got...
You don't feel far from the fish.
No,
do you know what I mean?
No, not at all. It's a lovely lake.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. It's got the islands as well. There's so many little places, nooks and crannies, and little bays and stuff.
Yeah.
So those massive pits, sometimes I think, gosh, am I anywhere near them?
Yeah,
Are they literally like 30,
miles away?
Yeah, there could be 30 acres the other side of the lake.
Yeah.
Here, I just think I'm not far off them.
No.
You see one in your area, and it gives you a little bit of, I could have a chance here. So yeah, it's a great bit of both, mate. I like mixing it up with all sorts, to be fair.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Beer or cider?
Oh, I'm beer. I'm IPA.
IPA, proper
now.
beer, not even lager, proper beer.
I like an IPA, mate. Yeah, I do that. Neck oil seems to be the one at the moment. Yeah, live on that stuff.
Cool. Bait boat or casting?
Casting.
Yeah.
It is. I like feeling even though we're using boats here. With Merrington, if it's normal use of the lake, there's no bait boats. But if you've got lake exclusives,
like we have, yeah.
And today I know I've caught a lovely fish today, a 24 pounder, and I know without that boat I wouldn't have caught it because I've been able to get in the water in the waders. I've sent the boat right down the sort of margins, and I've literally head butted a branch, dropped the bait, and it's gone within sort of 5 minutes. I'm like, casting, you can't get
those rushes there. It's
impossible.
Yeah.
There's too many overhanging trees to get the cast. You'd have to sort of almost punch the cast.
Yeah,
down
you've got no way of controlling it properly. No.
Yeah, but overall, I do like. I think casting, feeling that crack down. I just feel like they take nothing away from bait boats and people who catch on bait boats. As I said, I'm back one today. You ain't taking that catch away from me. So they suit situations when they need to.
A good tool to have in your armoury, I guess.
Yeah, they are, and there's a place for them. There is. If they're used correctly, there's a place for them, and that's the main thing. Using them correctly and in the right manner, and not, so we say, pissing people off in other swims.
Or going into silly out of bounds areas and going right around trees and things like that. It's
exactly that. So there's a real fit, but overall, I do like a cast and a feel down to the
nice
one.
Yeah. Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
Well, Dean, we'll catch up later and have a pint and some food later over the cafe.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Hank
will be in tow as well.
Oh, good. Make sure he's there.
Cool, man.
Cheers. Thanks, Dean.
Cheers, man.
Okay, you find me in Matt's swim. And swim number 9.
Number 9, yes.
And next door to Dave, who we're going to have a chat with in a minute, who's just had a fish.
Yes, he's just had a fish. He's had it on pepperoni. My right-hand rod is in, and I'm swapping over to the Dave rig.
Yeah, don't blame you, mate.
Yeah, I was going to do it, but I didn't do it. I just went with what they showed on the lake. What they tell you. This, and this. So I did that, but I've had nothing.
No, it's been hard, hasn't it? No, it's been very quiet. Quiet for everyone. But Matt, I know you are.
Yeah.
For my viewers,
yeah.
Can you introduce yourself and your channel?
Absolutely. My name is Matt. My channel's called Maff UK. I do various. I used to do a lot of different stuff, but I genuinely focus on fishing at the moment because that's all really I've got time for.
Yeah.
So we're northwest based. So I live in and around Lancaster.
That's going to be one of my questions. Yeah.
Yeah. Lancaster area.
So, yeah. And I know you're 57. No, 58.
58, same age.
Same age as me. Yeah. Now, bait wise, obviously, you just talking about pepperoni. What's your favourite bait normally?
At this moment in time, I am using a lot of capture specialist baits. It's a new company from the northwest,
right?
And I know the people that own it, and they're doing really well. They've had some good results with it.
And there's Dave creeping in.
Here he is.
It's like David Attenborough.
Sneaking in the back. So yeah, that's who I use. That's the bait that I use.
Yeah.
Just specialist baits. Not a very outstanding cat badge, but
yeah.
It's
a starter company there.
Yeah, I mean, they've been going a couple of years. They used to be involved with Bait Guru.
Yeah. Oh, hello. It's all kicking off.
Oh, come on, baby. Come on. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
It would be, wouldn't it?
Live on. Yeah.
Okay. And what about rigs? What rigs do you like?
My favourite rig of all time has to be the Dave rig.
Yeah.
Because I have caught some massive I've had some massive results on that.
Yeah.
And I just haven't used it on this because I followed the guidance of the bailiffs and everything. So I hadn't used it. Whereas Dave just went straight onto his Dave rig and
Which
he
is
had his result.
The famous Dave rig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love Dave rig because it's so crap. It's a bit of nylon and a hook. To even give it a name is.
No, you guys, you take your fishing so seriously, don't you?
No.
No, not at all.
That's one thing we don't do. We do love it. We do enjoy our fishing. We've been to France many times. We do a lot of it, but we're not super passionate about it. We just enjoy
you enjoy being on the bank, don't you? A bit of banter.
Side,
yeah.
The laughs that we have are far more important than the rest of it.
And Dave is like your partner in crime almost, isn't he?
Dave taught me how to carp fish. Dave is the guy.
Not very well.
At the moment, I can agree with you. But yeah, Dave taught me how to do it many years ago, and so we've just been fishing together ever since, really.
Yeah. So Dave appears on your channel. You don't have your own channel, Dave, do you?
I'm afraid not. No.
No.
I'm just a leech.
Yeah. Yeah. No, nice one. What sort of waters do you like? Do you like big pits or small lakes?
My favourite type of fishing is feature fishing to islands.
Yeah.
Smaller waters. I'm not really a big fan of open water fishing.
Yeah.
I find that a little bit. You just, when certain areas all you've got is the water in front of you,
and what you do with your bait. Yeah.
There's no watercraft really, except trying to glean what you can from bailiffs or anything. So, and it's just lobbing it out there, and I don't really enjoy that as much.
I like small ponds. I like.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're flicking your bait into a corner. Yeah.
Snurgling it in there, and I do enjoy that. And when that pays off, you get a great sense of satisfaction. I mean, don't get me wrong, if that was the rip-off.
And it's more intimate, you've got to be quiet, you've got to be stealthy. Whereas when you're fishing, 60 yards plus, it's just wait for the bobbins to go, isn't you? So,
yeah.
Beer or cider?
Cider.
Yeah.
Cider every time. I'm a Somerset lad originally. So I was weaned on this stuff as a young baby.
Lovely.
So cider it is.
I do love a cider myself, as you know. But
I do.
But bait boat or casting?
I'm mixed. I think certain areas lend themselves to bait boats. But I do enjoy casting, and I do enjoy it when I can be as accurate as I possibly can.
I'm with you on that, yeah. I mean, I've become a bit of a slave to my bait boat since I had it, but it's
easy to. I mean, I put the bait boat out this morning, but I casted and spod for the first 24 hours.
Yeah.
But this morning I wanted to make sure that I got a big pile of bait all together with my bait presented right next to it. And the only way to have done that in this water that I'm fishing was to just get the bait boat.
Yeah.
Quickest and easiest.
Quickest and easy. I mean, you could spot it, but it's time and effort. Yeah. No, totally get it.
It is a lazy man's way of using a bait boat. Perhaps some people say it's skillless. I disagree with a lot of that. I think if you've got any...
It's still location and...
gadgets that can help you, why not?
Exactly.
A
bite alarms were frowned upon years ago.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, I agree. Nice one, Matt. Thanks for...
you're welcome. It's good to see you again.
Yeah, no, it's good. Enjoyed last night as well. That was a great laugh.
It was good fun. Yeah.
Same again tonight.
Yeah, it will all happen again tonight, won't it?
I'm not having as many tins tonight. I've got a headache.
Brilliant. Nice one, guys.
Yeah, thanks, Dave.
See you in a bit. All right, then.
All right.
All right, Ben. So I know who you are, but for my viewers, do you want to introduce yourself and your channel?
Yeah, I'm Ben, and my channel is Catching Scenes.
Yep. So. And you're obviously part of the Fox team.
Yes.
He's the man behind the camera. Whenever they say, "Oh, Ben behind the camera," this is the man they're talking about.
Yeah, there's a couple of us, obviously, a few of us involved on the media side, but generate sort of lots of content for Fox.
Yeah.
For YouTube and then social media and all that side of it. There's good fun. Yeah, really good.
Busy.
Fun. Yeah, which is why my channel isn't as active as I'd like it to be, but I managed to get a couple of blogs out this year. I'm trying to do a quarterly sort of blog now. I mean, this would be on its own, this one, but and sort of talk about what I've been getting up to, and more just it'd be good for me myself to look back on, but I thought it might be interesting for people.
Oh, exactly.
To see what's sort of involved behind the brand, really.
So, brilliant. Yeah, they're good vlogs.
Yeah.
And what region are you from? Where?
I'm in Gloucester, so Gloucestershire.
Yeah.
Sort of. It's quite a nice bit of fishing around there. Really, you got like the water park, South
Certainly, yeah.
Oxford's not too far, so
yeah.
It's not.
But you go all over anyway, don't you?
Yeah, all over the shop.
Yeah,
all over the country really, and abroad now and again. So
nice one.
Yeah.
What's your favourite bait?
What, boilie or just in general?
In general, yeah.
I do love a boilie. Like this session, I'm using just pure boilie.
What one are you using, if you don't mind me asking?
Two different, like Baitworks, Royal Marine, and Camino.
Yeah.
Like people say about Baitworks, like which one would you use? And literally, I use any of them.
Yeah.
My favourite probably is Atlantic Heat, which I'm not using. That's probably my favourite boilie. And then normal bait, either tigers or sweet corn, I'd say.
Yeah.
Good old sweet corn.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you like putting a bit of bait out?
Yeah, like this time of year, definitely. Like it just depends on the conditions, but yeah, I like fishing over bait. Yeah,
nice.
sure.
Yeah. What sort of rigs do you use? What's your favourite rig? Go-to rig?
Do you know what? Recently, I made a conscious decision recently to just go back to basics.
Yeah.
So I've used like a multi-combi rig, which has kind of got sort of a bit of press with Darren Peck and stuff. Really,
Yeah.
Years. But I use it just with braid all the way through. Just tie a loop on either end.
What soft uncoated braid?
Yeah, like like semi-stiff.
Right. Yeah.
So I've used that for years. That's like been my go-to, but because I've started sort of going back to like straight bottom baits, just straight back to basics. So I'm just using like a little kicker with just silicone on the shank of the hook, like proper basic.
Yeah.
So
and it works. Yeah.
But I'd say my favourite is probably that multi-combi rig. You change the hook.
Yeah.
You can use pop-up, waft, or anything on it.
So
like nice versatile.
And what sort of lead setups do you like to use?
Leg clips mostly.
Yeah. Obviously, it depends on the substrate. And
yeah, like I love a solid bag, to be fair.
Yeah.
The other rig. That'd be my other go-to.
Yeah.
This place has got a lot of small fish, so I haven't bothered. But so I love an inline. Like if I'm fishing closer in, inlines all day long, like big heavy inlines you can't beat an inline.
Yeah. No, it does nail them better, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it sets a hook quicker.
Yeah.
They're much better than everything else, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, leg clip mostly, I would say. It's the most all-rounder.
And big pit or small lake?
Ooh, medium. I don't know. It's hard.
Yeah, so just you like a bit of both, I guess, do you?
Yeah, big pit is great. Like when you're there in the big conditions, and it's
because I've seen you fishing. You do like you can get your baits out there, can't you? You do bait on areas.
I've fished on Horseshoe for a few years, which is obviously a good old size. That's like 60 odd acres.
Yeah.
I fished on bigger, but I don't know. Yeah, small lakes can be really hard. Like because they're there, you can find them.
I think they're more cagey on small pits. Yeah.
I find it harder almost. Whereas big pits, if you find them, generally, if you get on them, you'll catch them.
Yeah.
Whereas
No, it's definitely my findings as well. Yeah, small lakes. You make this. Yes.
Like if I had to choose, it'd probably be big lakes if I had to choose.
Yeah.
If I had to
No, that's cool. Yeah. And beer or cider?
Cider.
Yeah.
All day long.
Yeah.
Southwest tonight. Cider.
And bait, boat or casting?
Casting.
Yeah, I know. I knew you'd say that.
Yeah.
Nice one, Ben. Well, good to see you. Oh, hello. Here we are. And we got a live take. Have we? Oh, it's a liner. Is it a liner?
Savage liner. Yeah, I thought we were away then.
I thought we were.
Glad I left them out for a little bit.
Yeah.
See, Dave next door's not long had one. So
yeah, lovely fish, wasn't it?
I was about to reel in and I thought, I'll leave it half an hour.
Yeah.
Dave just had one.
And I'll just reel mine in to come around and talk to you guys, and then his rod goes off at bite time. Oh, well. Thanks, Ben.
Nice one.
Catch you later.
See you.
Okay, in swim 12 with Simon.
Hello.
I'm sure a lot of you will know who Simon is, but do you want to introduce yourself and your channel?
Yeah, I'm Simon Dew, and my channel is Simon Dew Carp Fishing.
Nice one. And whereabouts are you based in?
I actually live on the Isle of Wight, believe it or not, so
Nice.
it's a bit of a trek to go fishing.
Yeah, it was a bit of a
not a lot
journey.
of fishing on the Isle of Wight. There are some lakes, but most of my fishing is now on the mainland, really.
So you got a journey before you even get onto the mainland.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I do a lot of work in the fishing industry, so I'm used to travelling a lot, and that's part of it.
Sponsored with Tracker, or you're
I work for Tracker now. Yeah, so it's kind of a full-time thing.
And any
really.
other tie-ins or?
No, not anymore.
No?
I was sort of freelance. I worked for a few people, but
Yeah.
now I just work for Tracker. So.
Nice one.
I'm
Okay.
sponsored by Mainline Bait as well. But
And your age?
43.
43.
Yeah,
Yeah.
getting on a bit.
Yeah. And this is your full-time job now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
YouTubing and
Yeah,
filming. For
yeah.
Nice if you can do it.
Well, yeah, it's all right. Yeah, it keeps you busy.
Yeah. So, bait. What bait do you like to use?
I'm sponsored by Mainline now, so I'm using the Cell at the moment.
Yeah.
I've tried Isofish and Link and caught on both of them.
Yeah.
But I just like the smell of the Cell, so the fish seem to like it as well.
Yeah, it goes on and on and on, doesn't it?
Yeah,
they
that's
keep
it,
eating it. Yeah. Favourite rig?
It's hard to say, really. I'd say for a pop-up, the Withy Pool rig, I use that a lot.
yeah.
But if I'm using a bottom bait, I sort of bounce between a D rig, sometimes like just a blowback. I mix it up a little bit, but a D rig at the moment is probably my favourite bottom bait, I'd say.
Nice. Okie dokie. Let's set up. What do you? Helicopter inline? Or?
I really like an inline if I can get away with it.
Yeah.
You know, depending on the range that I'm fishing and the bottom of the lake. But a lead clip, apart from that, I don't use helicopters very often, to be honest. No,
I don't either.
I do if it's super silty or weedy.
It takes that little bit of doubt out of the mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Big pit or small lake?
Small lake, just because that's what I've mostly fished, really.
Yeah.
That's what I've got access to on the Isle of Wight, and a lot of the places I go, you know, up to about 10 acres, I'd say, which is still a small lake, really.
Yeah. But you do.
But I do, if I go abroad or occasionally I'll go to a bigger lake. But a lot of lakes are smaller, really, that I go to. So.
Yeah, nice. I prefer small lake.
Yeah, it's easier, isn't it? Yeah. Fish are closer.
We're closer, but often harder to catch.
Well, that's
a bit more clued up.
Yeah.
Beer or cider?
Oh, cider, yeah.
Bait boat or casting?
Casting, but I use a bait boat as well, probably 50-50. You know, bait boat's more stealthy.
Yeah.
There's no splash. And a lot of the time you're fishing under a tree on an island or something like that. So it just gives you that accuracy and stops you hitting the trees all the time.
Exactly. No point leaving your lines angling in the tree,
No.
Exactly, Bait boats, they're good. They've got their uses.
It does the job, doesn't it? Yeah. But I will cast if I need to or I have to because of the rules. You know?
Yeah. Nice one, mate.
Yeah.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, nice one. Cheers,
Catch you again later.
Right.
Okay, so Jed, first time we met in person. Well,
actually,
not right now. We haven't got in the car park, but we've had a lot of communication online, haven't we?
Via YouTube and
social
media,
Facebook and whatever. Yeah, so
to meet
good to
you.
meet you. Yeah, at last. Yeah. So if you want to introduce yourself to my viewers, your name, your channel.
I'm Jed Cannon, aka Jedi Carper. My channel's also Jedi Carper.
Yeah, it's pretty much similar to what I do, isn't
Yeah.
it? Go around, just fish day tickets and,
That's it.
and
Yeah, just fish day tickets all up and down the country. Had a couple of trips over in France, but I just like getting about. Don't mind where I go in the country, really.
Yeah. Nice one, mate.
A bit of content.
What's your age and your occupation?
Well, I'm 21 years old.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
44 years old. I work on the railway for Network Rail.
Oh, right, okay.
So I do a lot of night shifts.
And I think you're over Essex way, aren't you?
Yeah, Essex, Colchester.
Yeah. Right, bait. What's your favourite bait?
My favourite bait is DNA.
You'd never guess it, would you?
I really like it.
Are you in a sponsor with them, or are you
just team member?
Yeah.
Just team member. Sorry?
What bait is it? What boilie is it?
The Secret 7.
Secret 7.
Yeah, I really like that. It's a nice fish meal boilie.
Favourite rig?
My favourite rig used to be combi rig. I think it still is the combi rig.
Yeah.
I just like the suppleness at the end, but then you still got like that hard bit where it resets itself.
Yeah.
Second to that is probably my Ronnie rig. I use that quite a lot now.
Yeah. I do it almost in reverse. I don't know if you've seen mine, but I do the stiff bit by the hook and the...
Oh, okay, yeah. I have seen it,
yeah. Well, lead set, how do you like to use?
Lead set, I just use box standard lid clips.
Yeah.
Yeah, never failed me. I'm not really a fun lover of helicopters. I never really tried them. Chod rigs, I never really tried them. Not really got any much faith in them, really.
No.
Lead clips.
Yeah.
All the way, yeah.
And do you use SIGs at all?
SIGs, no.
No.
I have a couple of times. I just got no faith in them either.
Nah. What's your favourite? Big pit or small lake?
I like small lakes, overgrown, really wild. No, not many people on it. Dark, really dark.
Yeah.
Mysterious places. I really like them, but they're hard to come by now.
Yeah. No, they are.
Yeah. That's my favourite lake.
Cool. Beer or cider?
Cider.
Yeah. So everyone's popular with us,
Yeah, I like cider. I do like a beer now and then, but I tend to go for cider.
Nice.
When I do drink, I don't really drink a lot anyway. So.
And bait boat or casting?
Casting.
Yeah.
Although I'm being really lazy this weekend and I'm using a bait boat, autopilot, everything.
Yeah.
Because I'm being really lazy.
Yeah, well, it is a social at the end of the day. We're here to have a good time. But I'm using mine.
Found 2 spots, set the autopilot. Yeah, they'll do.
I'm only about 6 wraps out, but I'm still using mine. So it's easy, isn't it?
Traditionally, I like casting, I like spotting, feature finding and everything.
Yeah. No, I did put the marker rod out first and had a feel around and then honed in on that area of the boat just to have a look. And no, nice one, mate. Well, it's good to meet you last.
Yeah, excellent. And, hopefully we'll get sort out a trip together down Coking, maybe.
Definitely, I'll be up for that. Yeah.
Definitely.
Nice one, mate.
Excellent. Thank you.
Cheers. I'm sure any of my viewers will know who you are, but just in case there is someone out there who doesn't know who you are, will you introduce yourself and your channel?
Yeah, so Chris Fennell, but my channel is Carp King 71.
Chris, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
53.
53, yeah.
Yeah, I know I don't look it, obviously.
And occupation?
Ghost hunter.
Yeah, Ghostbuster.
No, I work for a small company in Carterton where I live called JSP Safety, and I'm just on I work on the manufacturing line making safety equipment.
Nice. And so whereabouts, what area is that? What county?
Carterton, in Oxfordshire.
Oxfordshire, nice.
Yeah.
So
right next to RAF Bryce Norton.
Yeah.
Literally, our factory's literally right next to Bryce Norton runway.
Any sponsorship deals you're running at the moment, Chris? Who are you with?
Hinders Bait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been with them I've been using Hinders for years, ever since I started carp fishing, really. Just because at the time Hinders was my local tackle shop.
Yeah.
But they're now bait only, and then a few years ago they give me full sponsorship.
Excellent.
So I went from being a kind of a tester where you get your 10% off and your 20% off and then half price, and then eventually full sponsorship.
Yeah, because you get a lot of views, so it's probably worth their while, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that's the payback, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And out of their bait, what's your favourite?
At the moment, well, it's probably going to be their new one called. Well, I say it's a new one. It's an old one that they've brought back.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
so it's called the Blitz.
Yeah.
And they've kind of tweaked it, made it a little bit better. It's a kind of a meaty kind of livery kind of fish meal. Bait all in one, and they've brought that back, which is a nice bait.
Rigs. What rigs do you like to use, Chris?
I'd say my favourite rig is a PVA bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, the good old almost cast anywhere kind of rig, isn't it? It's
Nice. Okay, so that comes to the favourite lead setup. It's obviously going to be the inline lead inside the solid bag.
Yeah, simple inline lead. Although that's not what I'm using this session. I'm actually using a lead clip rig with a little German rig.
Nice.
Just because I've been here before, I know how soft the lake bed is. And I've made a mistake here before where I fished PVA bags and I didn't catch, and I think it's because
sunk in,
they sink into the soft sediment of this lake bed.
Yeah.
So anything pop-uppy, waftery is kind of, I think, what you need here.
Right. Big pit or small lake?
Small lake. I like my little intimate waters where I can fish the features, islands, margins, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big waters don't do nothing for me, where you just cast into nothing.
Yeah, make your own baiting feature sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't do nothing for me. I love a margin, love a feature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, beer or cider? I'm asking everyone, but I know what your answer's going to be.
Well, although I'm having an energy drink at the moment, it's cider.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always cider.
Yeah.
In fact, just sat on about 20 cans of cider now.
Nice. I'll be round later. Bait, boat or casting?
Oh, they both have their place, don't they?
I think that's the right answer,
Yeah, a bait boat for when it's needed, but otherwise casting,
Yeah. No, I agree with you totally. Was that you? That wasn't you, was it?
No.
But, a bit slow down here today, isn't it?
Well, what, me or the fishing?
Both.
But, yeah, it is, yeah. So, obviously, Darren had one yesterday almost straight away. But
Dave had one.
Yeah, Dave. Yeah,
Dave's had a 33.
Jed lost one. This morning.
And Simon's lost one.
Yeah, there's been fish showing, but it's kind of been as I look up the lake, sort of towards kind of eggs 10, 11 way.
Yeah, I was just talking to Simon about it. It's a strange sort of shaped lake because you sort of think I'm looking and I'm thinking they're right down this end.
It's almost kind of pear shaped, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, they're over sort of in front of swim 12, is it? Yeah. So yeah, but they have been showing there like mad this morning.
Well, according to Callum this morning, before I was even alive, apparently they were showing in front of me, but after having a few rum and cokes last night,
Did you manage to get the runs back out?
Yeah, about 3 o'clock this morning.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I literally dropped it. I just put fresh hook baits on and dropped them literally on the edges of the reeds. I think I was fishing half a wrap out.
Nice.
So
well, you never know.
Yeah.
Goes off, doesn't it? Goes off. It goes off. Right, then, mate. Good to see you again.
Yeah, and
catch you again later.
Okie dokie.
And yeah, I'm not too sure what time we're meeting up yet, but
I think a message just went on to the chat about that actually. 4:30 up the cafe.
Right. Okay. That makes sense.
And he's put PS, not 3 a.m. fennel. What does he mean?
Go rep. Cheers, mate. Roger, Callum. So, first time on the socials.
Yep.
Yeah. Good to have new faces here.
Yeah, it's good. Good to be here.
Yeah. Nice one.
Be around like-minded people. So yeah.
Cool. And do you want to introduce yourself to my channel? What your name is? What your channel is?
So my name's Callum. I'm the face behind the Curly Fisherman. New to sort of vlogging really. Only been doing it about a year. So it's just sort of slowly getting into it and figuring bits out. So yeah.
You look quite young to me. How old are you?
29.
29. Yeah. And what do you do for a living?
I work for the local council, just sort of tree cutting, grass cutting.
Yeah.
Head cutting, just.
Nice one. And what sort of area are you in? What region?
Chippenham.
Okay.
So region, well, not too far away, but.
Bait. What bait do you like to use?
I'm currently with Octopus Baits.
Okay.
So we've got 3 ranges. We've got the Swarm, Butter Crunch, and Marine Haze.
Okay.
I'm currently using the Swarm and Butter Crunch on here, just purely for the fact of I didn't want to complicate it too much.
Right. And what sort of baits is Swarm?
So the Swarm is an insect based.
Okay, the name makes sense then, yeah.
Yeah. It's got sort of insect and algae that attract sort of water life in the water.
And the Butter Crunch, is it?
Butter Crunch is like a fermented wheat based.
Right.
So, it mixes a lot of spice that will naturally go through the fish quicker. So that's just my hoping that if I can put a lot of it out, then
they'll eat it up and keep going until they
get
the hook. Yeah.
It hasn't worked yet.
What rigs do you like to use?
For me, it's multi-rig and the Snowman.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just,
Was that pop-ups or bottom baits or?
One of each.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the only. One of the things is multi-rig. Not only can you save your booms, everything, less damage.
Just change your hook over. Yeah.
But I've used it for probably 6 or 7 years, and grew confidence in it, and that's just what I use now.
Yeah,
so.
That's good when you get.
You don't
it simplifies things. Yeah,
and you don't have to worry about how your rig's presented.
Yeah, if you have confidence in something, no need to change it.
No. Fix something when it's not broken.
Yeah, no, definitely. What about lead setup? What do you use? Lead clips or?
Lead clips,
Yeah.
Usually like 2 ounce. Just I don't really fish many big places where I need bigger leads. So.
And that comes on to my next question: big pits or small lakes?
Small lakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Small, intimate. If you can see the fish.
Yeah.
The better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Often trickier though, aren't they?
They are, but then I think it can be more rewarding for when you do bag of fish. So, but I think it's just that. Don't get me wrong, big pits. When you're fishing on spots like with the little lakes, I don't very often fish more than 1 rod on a spot.
Yeah.
Obviously, with your big pits and stuff, you can get away with doing that.
Yeah. And I find big pits, it's more a case of putting a bed of bait out and sitting and waiting. Whereas I find on smaller lakes, I'd rather put just like a small handful of bait and try and trip up a fish rather than.
In a lot of the lakes I fish they don't have many big fish in it. Like you're probably looking at 25, 28 pound maximum.
Yeah.
So I like to come somewhere like this. Obviously, I'm not used to putting massive amounts of bait out.
Yeah.
So I started off yesterday as just a little bit of bait, but then I just had to sort of put a big bed of bait out this morning and just try and sit on my hands and the size of fish in here and the amount of fish.
Oh yeah, there's some big fish in here. They can mop up a few kilos of bait.
It's going to be gone before they even come across your hook bait. So I just had to try and put some out and just
don't blame you, mate.
On my hands for tonight. So.
And beer or cider?
Non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
But I do still like my non-alcoholic beers.
Yeah,
for sure.
Bait boat or casting?
Casting.
Yeah. Do you own a bait boat?
I don't.
No?
I don't.
Do you condone bait boats?
I don't. I do like the idea of it, especially when you've got your overhangs.
Yeah.
Or margins that you can't cast to.
Yeah.
they do come into their own then. But for me, I just think, again, a lot of the places I fish are just underarm chucks or short casts. So, I don't need, like, there's a couple of swims on this lake where would have been my first choice if I'd had a bait boat.
Yeah.
But just purely for the fact that casting would have been tricky.
Yeah.
But then there's swims here that, you're open water, so casting
don't really need it.
Isn't an issue.
Yeah.
So,
No.
but yeah.
Okay, mate. Well, it's lovely to meet you.
And you?
And I'll catch you later.
Yeah.
When we have we'll meet up later. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Take care, mate.
Just coming over, no worries.
No worries. See you later. Good afternoon, guys. It's about 8:15 and the sun is starting to set on another YouTube vlogging match. We've just been over to the cafe and we had food over there. I had the lasagna, there's burgers, all sorts, but the lasagna was absolutely banging. It was excellent. Can't fault it. So thanks to Merrington for supplying the food. So if you come down here, give the cafe a go. And if they're doing the lasagna, grab yourself some before it goes. It's brilliant. But yeah, so we was over there, had a few beers, and caught up with all the guys, bit of banter. It's been really, really nice, but it always is. Still very slow on the fishing front. Obviously, we've all had our rods out for the last 4 hours or so. So when I got back, put the rods out, and I've changed it over slightly. Where I found the little bump with the gravity section, which was my left-hand rod last night, I found another section, same sort of distance, probably the same seam of gravel to the left, about 2.5 rod depths from the other one. So I've got my left-hand rods on there, and my right-hand rod is now where my left-hand rod was last night, so it's in the same spot. And what I've done is put a bit of bait in the boat, some large pellet, small pellet, some boilie in the spreader, and yeah, so when the spread hits, it's almost touching from each spot. So the radius of the spread is almost going into each other. And then what I also done is sent out the boat a third time and put one in the middle of the two. So I've got boof, 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 like a line of bait, and fingers crossed it draws them down and we get some action. I think there's a lot of people here who really want to catch one tonight. It's been tough. It's not an easy water. We knew that before we came. But I think we've all been inspired by Dave's 33 pounder that he's had. Absolutely stunning fish. So yeah, they're in here. Fingers crossed we see a few more on the bank. But that's the catch up, and yeah, it's a lovely, lovely evening. Actually, today's been much better than the forecast was. I mean, we had a bit of rain this morning, but the rest of the day's been pretty nice. Bit of cloud, bit of sun, bit of wind, classic English summer. But yeah, it's been good. I've enjoyed it, and hopefully get on in tonight. Good morning, guys. It's just gone 6 o'clock. It's been a very quiet night. I had a good night's sleep again. Been up since about 5. Had a couple of knocks on my right-hand rod, about 5:30. Indicator went up about 1/2 inch and went back down again. That's about it for me. But I do know there's been a few fish out overnight, looking at the chat. Jed has had one at 27, Darren's had a 15, and Shaun's had a couple. So I've got a few hours left of fishing. Need to be in the car park by 10 o'clock, but I'll probably try and back down a bit earlier. It's threatening to rain. It's actually a bit of drizzle in the air. It's been dry all night. I woke up, felt the bivvy, and it's bone dry. And yeah, and since then, I felt a bit of patter on the top, and I thought, typical, bloody typical. Going to be a damp pack down. But yeah, I might try and pack down a bit early. Try and get it packed down while it's all dry, and then go and have a chat with some of the guys before we meet up in the car park. Been a great session though. Been a good catching up with all the guys and seeing the new faces. And yeah, really, really enjoyed it. Hopefully, I'll be back again next year. But unless anything happens, I'll see you in the car park.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Right, okay then. Everyone happy? Yeah. Right then, so we have amassed to do the little award ceremony, and it is more of a social, or at least those of us that are blank think that. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, a massive well done to Dave and Maff for being this year's winners. So come on down. You get the joyous task of paying about 20 quid down south, so probably about 10 up north, but, to get a bit of metalware, green graves with your name. So thank you everyone for coming. I hope you've enjoyed it. Like I say, it's we've had a few fish, maybe not as many as we liked, but we've had a good crack, haven't we? So
been brilliant. Yeah.
Well
done, Dave.
Yeah, well done.
Well done.
Well done.
Cheers for organising, Hugh.
Yeah. And it wouldn't be right without saying the final word, which is obviously, don't forget your bin bags.